What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Afro Crypto channel. My name is Byron. If you haven't yet subscribed, please click the subscribe button down below so that you don't miss any of the amazing content that we create here at the Afro Crypto channel. Today is 25th December 2017, Christmas Day. It's not outside. It's like crazy. It's crazy cold here on the East Coast of the United States. Today, I'm going to talk about a couple of things that have been happening in the cryptocurrency space as of late. On Tuesday, I believe, I believe on Tuesday, the crypto market crashed, and Bitcoin came from like a high of 20,000 US dollar per coin to like 12,000, and all the altcoins, like if you can see on my screen right now, most of the altcoins were down like a crazy 40%, and everybody started freaking out. And also during this same week, I think on Wednesday, this exchange called Ether was hacked, and the hackers managed to take over Ether DNS. And I heard that some people lost tokens, like they lost some of their tokens that were on their accounts, but largely very few people lost money because Ether is a decentralized exchange, and it's people are able to associate with it using smart contracts. And so if people the people that were able that if the people that transacted with Ether during the day that it was hacked didn't try to send tokens, or didn't try to like carry out any transactions, largely they didn't lose their money. But all those people that try to like transact, buy or sell things, lost some of their money. So this brings me to a point of if you're interacting in the cryptocurrency space, please make sure that you buy a cold storage. You can get a Trezor wallet, or you can get a Nano. I don't know what it's called. It's like Nano something wallet, but make sure that you get a wallet, and don't trust these exchanges with your coins, whether it's Coinbase, Binance, Ether Bittrex, all these exchanges. Please don't trust them with your tokens. Like when you buy a token, you can go and just go to Google and Google, say, if I get Monero, you can Google Monero wallet, and then you download the wallet and make sure that you store your coins yourself. If your computer crashes and you lose the coins, at least you had it was your responsibility. You had the coins yourself and you lost them. That's different from, say, having 10 or 100 Bitcoins and then they get stolen from Bittrex. Like, that's very painful. So people should look out for that. Also, I wanted to talk about some of the interesting projects that I was able to stumble across last night. So I know that in the cryptocurrency space, there were projects like, say, Ethereum, that came from, I think, like $8 at the beginning of the year to like right now it's like $759. Then there was Litecoin that came from like a few I think a few dollars, $2 or $3 in January, and it's now like at 274. And Monero also came from like, I think, $9 to like $357. So like that's huge growth. Now, why am I talking about this? I'm talking about this because very many people that think that they missed out on these big gains in Ethereum or Litecoin or Monero or even Bitcoin are always looking out for what's the next Ethereum, what's the next Litecoin, what is the next Bitcoin. So like people are always looking out for the next coin that's going to like grow 10x, 20x or something. So now I'm also trying to look out for coins that I keep researching projects to see if I can be able to find a token that's like going to grow that crazily. So last night, I was I don't know I was on Coin Market Cap, and I was looking around. Then like I stumbled across a token called what was this token called? I think it was called Elf. Yeah. So I stumbled across this project called Elf. Like as you can see, I'm like scrolling on my screen. What this token basically does is the main thing I found out about them was that they say they solve the scaling. They're going to be able to solve the scaling issue that Ethereum, EOS, and Cardano are facing, or that they're trying to solve. And when I went to their website, no, come on. Where is their website? When I went to, okay, so I'll just try to go to their website right now, so you guys can be able to see it. Elf. Okay, they're right here. So right now they're trading for like $1.07, and so like this is their website. I looked at, first of all, I looked at every time I look at a project, I look at what kind of team is bringing this project to life. So I looked at their team. I read a little, a few things about their CEO. I read about this guy. I think he's their CTO or something. Then after looking at the team, I always go to lead investors. I always emphasize looking at lead investors for projects, especially if you look at a project that has got money from hedge funds. I usually point out that these guys are more interested in not losing money than in making money. So they do their due diligence, and they make sure that the projects that they put their money in have the potential of like going 10x, 20x, or 100x. So I looked at like some of the hedge funds that invested in this project. I'd heard of Hyperchain Capital, and I'd also heard of Block Tower Capital. So this, I think Block Tower is the hedge fund that's managed by Ari Paul, some guy called Ari Paul. He's like very famous in that crypto space. And then I tried to check out some of these like investors, and then I also tried to look at what other projects that these people are invested in. So as I was like scrolling around, I went to Hyperchain. Then I looked at their portfolio. Then when I looked at their portfolio, obviously there was Elf. Then I saw that they had Wax. Like very few people have been talking about Wax. I'll go to Wax right now. It's right here. It's trading for 80 cents, and its market cap isn't yet determined because I think they've just started trading, and it's on these exchanges. It's only on one exchange. I don't have an account on this exchange, so I haven't been able to get like any of these tokens. Then I saw where is this thing? Okay, it's right here. So like I looked at like some of the projects that these guys had invested in, and then like I tried like looking up some of these projects to see if I could find anything interesting. But like the thing to note here is that say this hedge fund has invested in like all these projects, but when you look at any project, unless it's like emotionally compelling to you, because you can't just come here and then look at this page and then say, okay, these guys have invested in these projects, these are the projects I should also invest in. No, you have to do your own research, read about each and every project. If you're convinced that these guys are solving a real problem that is going to have like an addressable market right now or in the near future, then you put your money in these projects. If you're not convinced that they're going to do something that's worthwhile, it doesn't matter who has invested in that project, please don't put your money in that project.